if you have to take a cold shower. Grief is going to be with you because of the level of value you put in that person. That's going to be normal. But you need to grieve and live. Because I guarantee you, if you can hear the voice of the person that you love that's up in heaven, they would say, live and live life to the fullest. I can't imagine anyone that has passed away will look at you and just say, stop living. They would say, with every ounce of life that you have left, live. With every ounce of life that you have left, live. Grab the horn, grab the bull by the horns, and live out your full potential. And it's amazing when you tune in into your inner being and see your strength and see how diverse your creativity is. I have books housed in me. I have creative ideas with fashion housed in me. I have poetry housed in me. I have different topics housed in me. Counseling is natural for me. I could do that with my eyes closed, my arms tied up. And not even seeing the person. God has just crafted me to counsel people in such a way. I speak life into their situations. I walk along them. I don't look over them. I walk along them. Because number one, I'm human. Number one, I've been through some things. And I said number one twice. Hope somebody corrected me. But number two, I've been through some things. And number three, I am my own encouragement. So I'm speaking based on experience. Even I have to encourage me to go on at times. So that's why I'm crafted to counsel and give therapy. Not because of no book knowledge. The book knowledge that I went to school for was a bonus to fall in line with the laws of the land. However, the laws of the land don't bind me. They give me a little structure, but they don't hinder me or stop me from living out my fullest potential, which is to go way beyond where I'm at right now. And I'm thanking God in advance. You have to be so in tune with yourself and who you are that when things get really difficult in life, you have to believe that you can pull through. When there's nobody cheering on the sideline, nobody rooting you on, you have to believe you can go on. Just a chapter in my evening. I was crying nonstop and couldn't stop crying. And my kids was asking, can I get this? Can I get that? And they never stopped or missed a beat. They wanted their needs met right then and there. And regardless how I was crying, they wanted me to deal with whatever I had to deal with and still do what I had to do for them. And I did it. I did it. I cried and I pressed forward. I cried and I moved on their behalf. And this is what you have to do. Not saying it's easy, Not saying you're going to feel like it, but you have to push beyond your feelings and let your feelings catch up. You have to be your best friend and do what's in your best interest. Is it in your best interest to sulk in the bed and stop doing everything that you have? Let this be the opportunity for you to channel in and have tunnel vision to fulfill your most deepest desires. If you're meant to be a bestseller, if you're meant to be a worldwide artist, if you're meant to be the top scorer on a scoreboard, do it. And do it with tears. Grab the bull by the horns. Do it with tears in your eyes streaming down your cheek. Press forward. Everyone doesn't have to see you cry, but don't think crying needs to be cut out. Cry, but move. Cry, but press. Cry, but live. You can do it. I can do it. These difficult times are like rainy days. Eventually the sun will come out tomorrow. It really will. I feel so weak internally. There's so many thoughts running through my head. And yet I still have to live. I still have to press forward. You're hurting more people by not living than by living. You're hurting more people by not living. How is that so? There are people that care about you, that's anticipating you to live out your full potential. And it's disheartening when they see you stop. There are kids that you have birthed into this world that are looking at you, that are anticipating you to be great because they rather have their parents as their hero more than anybody else. There are friends that are either distracted or in a rut. And they waiting for your life to live out its full potential just so they could say, someone did it so I can do it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Grab the bull by the horns and with tears in your eyes, press forward. Press forward. Press forward. You might have to get up early and have meditation. You might have to change your diet and start eating things that add to your positive energy instead of negative, leaving you downtrodden and hopeless. You might have to change your circle of influence during this time, just so you can keep living. Because the wrong person at a vulnerable time is almost like throwing yourself into a ditch. You're burying yourself alive. Be careful. Change your perspective. Change your perspective. It's like pain when you're learning how to walk. You fell down a couple of times. You might have hurt your knee, scraped your leg. Did that stop you from learning how to walk? No. You might have to recenter, realign yourself, but you have to continue. There wasn't a person that sat back and said, oh, because this is painful, I might as well stop walking. Stop walking. No. That baby, that individual that was sitting there in the beginning of their life learning how to walk, in spite of their bruise, they might have cried a little bit, but they still kept living and still got up and still pressed forward. And so it is with you. You have to grab the bull by the horns. It might not be what you do. It might be what you say. It might not be necessarily what you say. It might be what you do. Circumstances are different depending on the person. But the equation doesn't change. It still equals to living. Grieve, but live. Grieve, but work. Grieve, but press forward. Live out your full potential. Dare to be great. Grab the bull by the horn and let the grief that you're going through be motivation, that you can smile to the heavens and know this person is in your corner rooting for you to live out your full potential, to live. Dare to be great. Grab the bull by the horns. I'm always stuttering. Grab the bull by the horns. Grieve and still live. This is Life Coaching with Ink, Ivory, on ER Emotional Response Podcast. Rest in peace, my Auntie Sugar, Vivian Edwards. I'm just a call away, 470-428-1241. If you don't feel like calling, text. Seasonal depression is real. Grief is real. Pull on somebody. You ain't gonna. Life_coaching_INK is my IG. You can inbox me. I've been professionally life coaching for over 15 years. And everything is confidential. Tune in this Thursday as we cover another topic. Thank you for listening tonight. December the 4th. This closes out ER Emotional Response Podcast for tonight.